Okay, so let's talk about the Cannes Film Festival, which is going to be happening next month. Of course, Cannes, biggest, if not the biggest film festivals, very exclusive festival, honestly. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be there, but we'll be there one day for sure. Cannes Film Festival just announced their lineup last week, and I want to discuss it, but all of the CinemaCon stuff that happened just had me like in a daze. And then I was like, oh, I still want to talk about the Cannes Film Festival because it had some pretty awesome lineup to it. So we'll be talking about that. And these are just our most anticipated titles. There's a ton of titles out there. I'll probably go through them at another point. And we'll also be doing reactions of people that see the film in France. And, we would have loved to be there, but it is what it is. So let's get into it. But before we do, just want to let you know we are running a giveaway. If you want to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and comment down below which of these films you're most excited for. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell so you know when we announce the winner. Let's get into the Cannes Film Festival lineup and talk about these movies that we are anticipating so much. So one of the first films that caught our attention and was actually announced at the beginning, even before the lineup was announced, was George Miller's Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. This is going to be premiered at Cannes on May 15th, and this of course is the film from George Miller with Anya Taylor-Joy as well as Chris Hemsworth, and we are so pumped for this one. Honestly, like, there has been so much anticipation ever since we heard George Miller was coming back to the Mad Max world and they were going to do another film. And then when they announced it would be a Furiosa film, Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Hemsworth, we've just been so excited. And we have a video talking as well about the CinemaCon footage that was shown. Go check that out right now if you haven't as well. But this is exciting news. We are going to be anticipating this one so much. It comes out a week before at Cannes when it's officially going to be coming out. So once we hear those initial reactions, we will just have to be anticipating it for a week. And then we will have the glory that is bound to be Furiosa. But let me know what you think about Furiosa and if you're excited for that film or not in the comments down below. And we will be listening. We will be waiting and anticipating once people see it at Cannes for those initial reactions. And we are excited to see what that will be. But let's get on to the next films. The Shrouds, directed by David Cronenberg, is probably the highest on our list of most anticipated films we have at Cannes right now. It is one of those movies that when we first heard Cronenberg was doing another film, we said yes and thank you, film gods, for giving us another film from Cronenberg. So the cast includes Diane Kruger, Vincent Cassel, Guy Pearce. It is supposed to be releasing theatrically in France on September 25th, 2024, and will be premiering in France, of course, in 2024 at Cannes Film Festival, as I already said. Described as Cronenberg's most personal film, Cassel plays Karsh, a grieving widower who builds an innovative device to help people connect with the dead. So you have that cast, and you also have Sandrine Holt, Elizabeth Saunders, Jennifer Dale, Eric Wendell, Steve Switzman starring in this as well. So this was actually going to be a Netflix series according to Cronenberg, and we'll talk more about that in a video we'll do where we talk more about the film itself. But this is definitely exciting news to have this at Cannes, and we will be anticipating this one. It's about 120 minutes long according to this right here, and we are excited for this one. So The Shrouds is one of those films. The next one is going to be Sean Baker's next film, Anora, starring Mikey Madison. And I believe Neon has already acquired this one for theatrical release. Anora is an upcoming drama film directed by Sean Baker and starring Mikey Madison. The film is selected to compete for the Palme d'Or at the 77th Cannes Film Festival. Don't know much yet about this film. We just know that it's sort of a comedy drama. We do know that Mikey Madison will be starring. You also have Mark Edelchian. You have Yuri Borisov, Karen Karagulian, Bash Torbashian, Ivy Woke, Luna Sofia Miranda in this, and Neon will be distributing the film as well. So very excited. I think Sean Baker is a very interesting director, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Pretty interesting and diverse in competition, right? Because The Shrouds and then Anora and then the other ones I'm about to talk. And Bird is directed by Andrea Arnold and will be starring Barry Keoghan according. And this is actually also with Franz Rogowski, Nikia Adams, Jason Buddha, Jasmine Jobson, Joanne Matthews, James Nelson Joyce. Not much is known about this film. What we do know is that Barry Keoghan actually left Gladiator 2 because they wanted to do this film. So there has to be something there. I think Barry Keoghan chooses some interesting roles, and I'm excited to see what this one's going to be. And there's a picture of Barry Keoghan with some tattoos from the movie to get you excited. Next one, quite possibly my second most anticipated film of the whole festival, and that is Ali Avasi's The Apprentice. Stars Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump, Jeremy Strong Strong as Roy Cohn, Maria Bakalova as Ivana Trump, and Martin Donovan as Fred Trump. According to this, The Apprentice is set during the early years of Trump's business career. The film is reported to mainly focus on the relationship of Trump and Roy Cohn, a New York City prosecutor notable for working with Senator Joseph McCarthy during the Second Red Scare. It's described as a mentor-protege narrative that documents the start of an American dynasty and tackles themes of including power, corruption, and deception. This is Ali Avasi's film after Holy Spider, and Holy Spider, if you haven't seen it, is a must-watch. One of my favorite movies of 2022. Just a very well-crafted and powerful film that I think really holds up right now. So I really do recommend checking out Ali Avasi. I'm excited for this director. Ever since Holy Spider, I've just been anticipating their next work, and here we go. So I'm excited to see what this one's going to be like. Sebastian Stan, Jeremy Strong are two actors I was never aware would be working together, and now that they're working together, I say yes. So A Different Man came out at Sundance, and Sebastian Stan's performance has been applauded. I'm very curious to see once this comes out as well. Sebastian Stan's on that trajectory, I'm telling you. Next film is Oh Canada, directed by Paul Schrader. So the story delves into the life of a tormented writer on the brink of death, a Canadian-American leftist who fled to Canada to avoid the Vietnam War draft. This is Richard Gere starring, Jacob Elordi as well, Uma Thurman, Michael Imperioli, Christine Frosef, and also Zach Schaefer. So this is a very stacked cast, honestly. I hadn't even read the cast before I made this video. So this is going to be interesting, especially with Gere and Schrader working together after American Gigolo. And I'm excited to see this film. It sounds interesting, great cast, all of that. And I believe it is based on a true story. This is probably third on my most anticipated. It is Kind of Kindness, the next film from Mr. Yorgos Lanthimos. And of course, let's get into that stacked cast again. So in this cast, you have Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Willem Dafoe, Margaret Qualley, you have Hong Shao, you have Joe Alwyn, you have Mamoudou Athie, and Hunter Schafer starring in this. So Kind of Kindness is a triptych fable with segments following a man without choice who tries to take control of his life, a policeman who is alarmed that his wife who is missing at sea has returned and seems to be a different person, and a woman who is determined to find a specific someone destined to become a prodigious spiritual leader. So the trailers for this look great. Apparently people are saying that this is Yorgos going back to their earlier work before they did the American work they're doing now, and I'm excited for this. I really am. The trailer looks great. I'm very interested in seeing this. This is apparently, I believe, the film where Emma Stone slapped Willem Dafoe like 50 times or something like that. So all those stories just got me excited for this one. Let me know what you think about it. So let's talk about one of the most interesting film stories of the year, and I have a whole video on Megalopolis coming out this week because things just got very interesting, especially with funding and all of that. But this is Francis Ford Coppola's big film that they have pretty much funded themselves, and apparently nobody's wanting to distribute this because they just don't see any way to market this. And to that I say, Mr. Coppola, Spielberg, Lucas, billionaires, come on, you got these high friends, tell them to fund it and give you that distribution. But let's read a bit about what we know about Megalopolis. So, an accident destroys a New York City-like metropolis already in decay. Caesar, an idealist, aims to rebuild the city as a sustainable utopia, while the Vino mayor, Frank Cicero, has other plans. Coming between the opposing men and their vision is Frank's socialite daughter, Julia. Tired of her attention and power she was born with, she searches for her life's meaning. This stars Adam Driver, Natalie Emanuel, Giancarlo Esposito, Jon Voight. You have Lawrence Fishburne, Aubrey Plaza, Shia LaBeouf, Jason Schwartzman, Grace Vanderwall, Catherine Hunter, Aaliyah Shire, Dustin Hoffman, D.B. Sweeney, James Remar, Chloe Finman, Madeline Gardella, Isabel Kussman, Bailey Ives, and Baltasar Getty. So, like I said, this is going to be interesting to see if maybe the Cannes reception somehow finds Mr. Coppola a distributor, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, those are my most anticipated films. Like I said, for my top three, it's going to be The Shrouds, and then it's going to be Ali Avasi's The Apprentice and Kind of Kindness. And I'm excited to hear the Furiosa chatter once that comes out as well. But let me know what you think about this Cannes Film Festival lineup. I think it's pretty solid. There's a ton of other films as well, and I do want to give them all their flowers and talk about them, but that's a whole other video, probably closer to Cannes, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, we won't be covering it live, but we will be covering the reactions that come out of Cannes, so stay tuned for that. But as always, that is going to do it for us. Make sure you're subscribed. Like I said, we're running a giveaway. If you want to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed and hit that notification bell so you know when the giveaway winner is announced, and also comment down below which movie are you most excited for. But as always, that's going to do it for me. I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.